Most people know bad posture is not great for them, but most people don't know how far the damage actually goes. It is not just a sore back or a stiff neck. Bad posture is quietly affecting your breathing, your digestion, your energy, your mood, and even how your brain function. That happens every single day whether you feel it or not. I'm Reggie Tu, a licensed physical therapist and a strength and conditioning specialist. I have spent decades helping patients recover from pain and dysfunction related to how they're holding their body every single day. Posture is not just about how you look. It is also about how every system in your body works. Now, if you're thinking you don't have a bad posture, I want you to pay close attention to this video, because one of the most common things that I hear from my patients who come into my clinic for posture-related problems is that they didn't think their posture is bad enough to cause real problems. By the time they come to my clinic, the problem has been building for years. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 6 things that your bad posture is doing to your body right now. Some of them probably you felt, but have never connected to your poor posture. Others are going to surprise you completely. And at the end, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about it. This matters right now because posture damage is cumulative. The longer it goes unaddressed, the harder it is to reverse them. What starts off as occasional stiffness eventually becomes chronic pain. What starts as a mild fatigue eventually becomes an energy problem. The time to address them is now, not when it gets worse. I call this the posture damage chain. 6 ways that the forward head and a rounded spine creates a cascading effect on your body far beyond your back. And we're going to go through all 6 of them. Let's get right into it. Starting with number 1, neck pain and headaches. This is where most people feel the first consequences of a poor posture, and it is where most people stop connecting the dots. For every inch that your head moves forward from its neutral position over your spine, the effective load on your neck muscles increases significantly. A head that weighs around 10 pounds can feel like 30 to 40 pounds when it sits forward. Your neck muscles have to work overtime every minute that you're in that position just to hold up your head. This results in tension on your neck and on your shoulders, which can eventually trigger tension headaches. Most people use pain medication, but it's not a permanent solution. The problem is sitting right there in front of the mirror. I had a patient, a woman in her 30s, who had been taking over-the-counter headache medications for over a year. She also had seen her primary care doctor, had her eyes checked, and her diet changed. Nobody connected that to her posture. When I assessed her, I immediately saw that her head was sitting nearly 2 inches forward from where it should be. We corrected her posture, and within 3 weeks, her headache significantly decreased. It went from daily to once or twice a week. Within 2 months, they were almost completely gone. She had been medicating a posture problem for a year and a half. No wonder it wasn't helping her. That is how common this is and how unrecognized it stays. Start paying attention to where your head sits right now. When your ears are sitting forward of your shoulder when you look at yourself from the side, that means that you have a forward head posture. Your ears should be in line with your shoulder. This is your first sign that the damage chain has already started. Neck pain and headaches are the first warning. The next effect is something that most people with bad posture eventually develops, and it's one of the most debilitating pain conditions in the world. Number 2, back pain. Chronic, persistent, frustrating back pain that never fully goes away. When your posture rounds forward, your spine moves out of its natural alignment. The natural curves of your spine, the inward curve of your lower back, and the outward curve of your upper and mid back are perfectly designed to equally distribute the load on your vertebrae. When the curves are distorted by chronic forward rounding, the load distribution becomes uneven. Certain discs and joints take far more pressure than they're designed to handle. Over time, that leads to discompression, joint irritation, muscle imbalance, and the kind of back pain that most people just learn to live with. Bad posture as a contributor to back pain is one of the most consistent findings that I have seen in the decades of my practice. I've seen patients who were told that their back pain is part of their aging, part of the genetics, or just something that they have to manage forever. When I assessed their posture and addressed the underlying issue, many of them felt a significant decrease in pain that they accepted as permanent. Their back pain was real and the cause was fixable. These are 2 different things, and most people never find the second one. The next time your back hurts, ask yourself this question before you reach for medication or heat or ice. How have I been sitting or standing for the last several hours? The answer will tell you more than most diagnostic tests. Back pain is the most well-known effect of bad posture. This next one is almost never talked about, but it affects something that you do almost 20,000 times every single day. Quick pause. If this is opening your eyes, please subscribe to our channel. I'll put out videos regularly to help you get pain-free, feel alive, and get back to doing what you love to do without pills and medication. Now let's keep going. Number 3, reduced breathing capacity. This one surprises almost every patient that I bring it up with. You breathe over 20,000 times in a single day. Each breath depends on your diaphragm, the primary muscle breathing, to be able to move up and down freely, and your rib cage to be able to expand fully. When your posture rounds forward, your rib cage compresses. Your diaphragm cannot fully descend. Your lungs cannot expand to their full capacity. Research has shown that this chronic rounded posture can decrease your breathing capacity by up to 30%. This means that less oxygen gets into your blood every single breath. Less oxygen means less energy, slower recovery, reduced mental clarity, and a body that's constantly working harder than it should be to stay functional. I test breathing mechanics on many patients, and the difference between someone with a good posture and someone with a slouch posture is immediately noticeable. The rounded patients take shallow breath mostly with the upper chest and neck muscles, but these muscles are not designed for breathing. Over time, these muscles fatigue and tighten, which feeds directly to the neck pain and headache that we just talked about. Everything in the posture damage chain is connected. You cannot fix one part while ignoring the others. Right now, sit up as tall as you can or stand up as tall as you can, bring your shoulders back, and take a deep breath. Notice how much more air you can take in compared to your normal slouch position. That difference is what your bad posture is stealing from you 20,000 times a day. Less oxygen is one of the hidden causes of bad posture. The next effect is one that most people would never in a million years connect to the way they're sitting, but research on it is very clear. Number 4, digestive problems. I know this sounds like a stretch, but it is not. When you slouch chronically, your abdominal cavity compresses. Your stomach, intestines, and digestive organs are physically compressed and crowded together. This slows the movement of food through your digestive tract, increases the pressure on your stomach, and can force stomach acid upward, contributing to acid reflux, heartburn, bloating, and constipation. Your digestive system needs physical space to function properly. Chronic slouching takes that space away every single time you eat a meal in a rounded position. I had patients who come for back pain, and almost as an afterthought, they mentioned that they have been experiencing bloating or digestive problems for many years. When I corrected the posture and gave them exercises to open up the thoracic spine and strengthen their core, several of them have reported that their digestive symptoms have improved alongside their back pain. They were not expecting that, but I was not surprised. When you restore the space that the bad posture was stealing, each system in that space starts working better. Pay attention to how you're sitting the next time you eat a meal. When you hunch over the plate, your digestive system is already working at a disadvantage even before you take your first bite. Sitting tall during meals is one of the smallest changes that you can make that has an immediate payoff. Bad posture is compressing your organs and limiting your breathing. The next effect goes somewhere where most people are not expecting, in your mind. Number 5, mental health and mood. This is the most surprising effect in the entire list, but the research behind it is genuinely remarkable. Multiple studies have shown a direct connection between posture and psychological state. Most people who habitually slouch report higher levels of low mood, low self-esteem, increased anxiety, and greater feelings of helplessness compared to people who maintain an upright posture. The connection works in both directions. Your emotional state affects your posture, and your posture affects your emotional state. A slouched body sends signals to your brain through your nervous system that contributes to low energy, low confidence, and low mood state. This is not just about looking confident. It's the loop between how you hold your body and how your brain interprets the signal. I have noticed this pattern in my clinic for many years, even before I saw the research on it. A patient who comes in for chronic pain and poor posture often carries a heaviness with them that goes far beyond their physical symptoms. As their posture improves and their pain decreases, something else shifts too. They stand taller, they have better eye contact, and they seem lighter. I used to think that this was just a relief from the pain. The research says that it's the effect of an upright body sending different signals to the brain. Posture is not just physical, it is also neurological. The next time you feel a dip in your mood or your energy, notice your posture first before you do anything else. Stand up tall or sit up tall, pull your shoulders back, and lift your chin. Hold that for 2 minutes. It sounds almost too simple, but the research says it works. Your brain and your body are in constant communication, so make sure your posture is saying something that's worth listening to. Now we know your bad posture is affecting your pain, your breathing, your digestion, and your mood. This last effect ties all of them together into one experience that millions of people accept as normal, but it doesn't have to be. Number 6, chronic fatigue and low energy. This is the end result of everything we have talked about today. And this is one effect that most people have completely stopped questioning. Maintaining bad posture requires constant muscle compensation. When your spine is out of alignment, muscles that are not designed to hold you upright are required to do that. They fatigue, they tighten, they burn energy that are supposed to be for something else. On top of that, your reduced breathing means less oxygen in your blood. Your compressed digestive system is not absorbing the nutrients efficiently. Your nervous system is in a low-grade state of stress from chronic misalignment. The result is a body that's working harder than it should be just to function, and an energy level that never quite feels full no matter how much you sleep or how much coffee you drink. This is something that I hear regularly from patients, and it breaks my heart a little each time. People who have accepted feeling tired all the time as normal. They have tried sleeping more, changing their diet, taking supplements. Nobody ever looked at how they were carrying their body for 16 hours every single day. When we address their posture comprehensively, meaning exercises, awareness, and movement habits, the energy improvements are often one of the first things they notice. One patient told me that after 6 weeks, he has felt more energy and felt more awake than he has been in years. He thought he just had low energy. He had a posture problem that has been stealing his energy for decades. If you are tired more than you should be and you cannot explain why, look at your posture. Not as the only answer, but as a starting point. It costs nothing to check and it might change everything. There you have it. 6 things that bad posture is doing to your body right now. None of these have to be permanent. Every single one of them can improve when you address the root cause. And the root cause is your posture. And if you're ready to do something about it right now, I created a video of the 7 exercises that can actually fix your posture starting today. Click here and I'll see you on the other side.